also can't see ourselves. All right, we are here, week 1, ACU White versus UTD. Start it off.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off here, and we got J1 Angel 3, we got Claude, and we got our boy Blake, and we're gonna have a great game today.
All right.
Yeah, so we got Houston hitting it up the field. J1 Angel trying to take control. Houston goes for the bump. And got a lot of play here in the corner. Alcyon going up into the field on the blue half, and Orange just not going to let it come back. Claude going up for the aerial. Playing it up into the corner. Houston getting a good clear and gets it past 2. 1 to 3. And if he gets it past, it's going to be trouble for ACU. What are you seeing so far?
Right now, it's looking pretty even. The double commit right there just sort of killing the momentum of ACU White. But, you know, no real standouts so far. A little over a minute in. And I guess we'll just see how the rest of the game plays out.
Yeah, we're seeing a pretty even game. This is our first little danger here coming in from ACU White. And but other than that, I mean, there's been a lot of back and forth. No real team. I think they're just feeling out the water here, just testing what works, what doesn't, and you know, first game, first week, and we got a real shot here. Blue team just putting a real banger on net, and that's just not gonna. It didn't go in, but it's the first little pressure that we're finally seeing.
Yeah, that was dangerous. You know, J1 Angel misses the touch. Luckily, just hit the crossbar, hit the post, and came out.
But that's a big whiff from Claude. Luckily, it wasn't on target, but blue team now getting the pressure. Hits it onto the backboard. Claude gets it off. It's a clear, and it goes back to the blue half, and blue trying to take control, but ACU not really putting any pressure on right now, but Claude has other things to say about that. Gets a nice little flick, but Frosty's there, and it's finally ramping up a little bit.
I'm liking the pressure here.
Oh, almost a shot from Juan. You would have liked to see that go in, but, you know, keeping up the pressure here. You see Claude doesn't quite get the touch, has to rotate back, and we got Juan hitting it back into the midfield, but blue just not letting it go back into the corner. Alcyon going for the backboard touch, has another, tries to go for the pass, but doesn't quite get it. Houston going up into the wall, has control, looking for options, doesn't quite get the mechanic he wants. This is really ramping up here, and you gotta wonder, like, what has to happen for this first goal to go in?
Yeah, well, right now I think ACU White just needs to keep doing what they're doing. They're getting the ball on net, they're getting it across net. They just need to be there for the finish, and that's a great one right there.
Oh my, we got Juan putting it in, and walk us through what happened here.
Yeah, so Claude just lobs it up. A good 50 there from Alcyon to get the pass over to Juan, and J1 Angel just with the finish puts ACU up 1-0 with just under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and with so much of the game going by, being a player, you understand that, like, this puts you in a real tough position. Just not a lot of time left, and to let a goal like that go in, I mean, it's just not something that you want to go through. But as we got Frosty, we got some pressure coming in from UT Dallas. And
a few bad whiffs right there from ACU, but luckily they escaped unharmed.
Got a lot of good 50s coming out of ACU White here. Alcyon trying to go, but he gets beat. Blue team now having the pressure. There's one mid. Doesn't quite get there, and Claude now has control. Goes for a 50. In favor of the orange team. Abilene Christian. A lot of time. Blue team tries to put one on target, but Claude's going to say no to that one. And a little bit of back and forth gameplay going on here. And what a 50.
What a 50 indeed. Claude just getting his nose on the ball. UTD Frosty right here, just using the side of his car, angled towards goal, and that's going to go in every time. So good pressure there from ACU White.
I think what we're seeing here from ACU White is that they're playing all the simple things right. They're doing all the fundamentals, better word to describe it, just a little bit better than UT Dallas is. I think you don't, in this level of gameplay, you don't really need that all that flashy stuff. You just need to make sure that you're doing all the fundamentals right.
Yeah, well, UTD has had their number of chances that they've just missed, and if ACU White can clean up those mistakes, those whiffs in the back on defense, then I think ACU White will take this in a sweep. But if they continue to play like they've been playing, and UTD steps it up, then ACU White could be in trouble in the next games.
Yeah, I won't say that blue team isn't putting up a good fight. They are. It's just a little bit of whiffs coming out, and that's just kind of making their life a little bit harder. We do got blue team coming up the field. A nice little air dribble there, so we got a show of mechanics going on. Frosty handing it back into the mid. Houston doesn't quite get the hit he needs, and Claude is going to have an easy clear there. Over to Quan, and with 1 second left, there's just no time left. And ACU, why? You're going to take game one, and you got to think, what are the mindsets going into this now?
I think right now they're probably pretty nervous. You know, being on stream, it's their first streamed match in a long time.
Yeah,
I can't remember the last time. So you know, they know they're on stream. They know they've got people watching, and I can hear them next door. They're excited for that first win.
Oh, very excited.
So hopefully that win will just pick them up, carry them into game two, and they can continue to roll.
Yeah. I think getting that first game, you know, they were probably nervous beforehand, but I think that when you get that first game, it really like propels you into the next few ones.
For sure.
And then on the side of UTD, you got to hope that someone on that team, or maybe a coach on the outside, is really bringing them all in together, really making sure that they're not falling apart.
Yeah, because UTD had plenty of chances that game to put in anywhere from like 2 to 3 goals.
Yeah.
It could have been a very different story, but luckily ACU White holds on. Hopefully they clean up their mistakes, and we'll see a better team coming into this second game.
And as we head into this game, what are some things you think ACU White can work on to, you know, really elevate their game? I know they didn't get scored on in this game, but there were a few mistakes that could have led to goals.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need to get some strong touches on the ball. Their 50s were great, so really just get those touches. Try to find each other with a few passes. I know they can pass. They just need to get it in them. So, game two. Game two,
yeah. We got Houston hitting it up, and he does get a good clear. It's actually on target, and you got to think that's a miscommunication from ACU White.
Yeah, for sure. Just the rotation back. Bumped the defender. Just a bit the mispositioning him on that play.
Yeah. So hopefully they clean that up. You always want to have a third man as you go in. And ACU White losing the kickoff pretty badly, and this leads to blue pressure. And
save there.
Yeah, this is a really good save. Blue putting in a lot of pressure, really going forward in everything. They're just not letting it pass the midfield. That's a great shot, but Claude is there to deny it. He goes back into the corner. Houston tries to put a pressure, but decides to back off, and Frosty gets 50 onto the sidewall.
A little misread there from Alcyon, but that's a tough read. Claude over on the side. Angel's up. It's a touch high, but there's no one to follow up. All
yeah,
three
you're going to see
committed.
a little triple commit there, and that's just going to lead to the pressure being denied, and that's not something they were doing this first game. So I don't know if this is something that they tried to change and just not working, or if this is something that that UTD is trying to do different and is forcing them to do all these things.
Yeah, we got an open net here if J1 Angel can get it.
Unfortunately, he gets beat by Frosty, but Alcyon's there to keep the pressure, and there's a lot of back and forth again. And I think this is something common that you see in these lower tier games.
Yeah, for sure. Just really the thing about this kind of tier, this kind of level of play is a goal can come out of nothing at this level. Because there's bound to be a missed touch. Great little demo finish there from J1 Angel. Good pass there by Claude as well, just to find it in the middle of the field. Oh, Claude got the demo on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to see that Claude actually got a good touch on the wall, which set him up for another touch. And he hit it into the mid and got that demo, and I think that demo actually was really crucial. But nothing taken away from J1 Angel actually getting that shot on. I mean, way to be in position.
Sure, 3 minutes left, just about 1-1. Shot's going to go wide. Out there to clean it up.
You're going to see Houston trying to get back on defense. Goes up the wall to get the ball, and he does, but Claude's there to keep up the pressure. He beats one, but no one there to keep it back. And you're going to see Quan real far back there.
Yeah, that was just a large rotation from J1 Angel. He went back for the big boost pad and just not in position to get the shot off.
And we're going to see UT Dallas trying to take it up the wall. Get a good pass mid, but Claude is just there in the midfield. And I want to talk about Claude really quickly because it seems like every time that UT Dallas tries to clear the ball, we see a wild Claude.
We do. And, you know, Claude was on ACU Purple, so he's had some more experience at a bit of a higher rank. So that's why you see him going for these aerials and getting some stronger touches on the ball than most of the other people on the field right now.
We're going to see Frosty going up, trying to play defense. Gets it past one, sees one overcommit, and now he gets a pass off. Beats another. The net is wide open. No one there in position to take it away, and now is open on the other side of the net. Claude and J1H, which don't connect there. Frosty back into the midfield, but Alcyon has a different story to tell. Claude hitting it back into the mid, and that's just not a great touch.
Yeah, a little mistake there from Claude. I think he was trying to get more of a bang off the wall. Instead, it hits the top of his car and just drops straight down to Frosty, who was waiting for it. Way to be there from Frosty. Good shot, good positioning. Bad touch from Claude.
And I think we're finally getting the answer. I think UTD was not fazed by that last game. And actually, they came out stronger as a result.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. Luckily, though, ACU White has cleaned up a few of their touches. They're getting more touches on the ball. We're seeing less whiffs from them. And a little bit more control as well.
We're going to see Claude getting a big bang and getting a follow-up touch. But Frosty has a different story. We got Alcyon trying to keep up the pressure. Tries to pop it up. He does. But Houston's going to be there. And Claude pops it up. Alcyon with a touch, and that's kind of a bit of a mistouch there because there was no one to contest that on the backboard, and so someone could have taken a shot there. Decided to take it wide, and now we're back, but the pressure's still on. J1 Angel goes a shot. Frosty coming now, but like we said, Claude's always there. He has 2 boosts to work with. Now he has none, but it doesn't matter. Oh, and Juan almost gets the shot, and but the pressure is still on, and I think that's a big part of this. The pressure just does not stop, even after these things that don't turn it into goals. They don't turn into opposite pressure either.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there by ACU White just allows UTD to relieve a little bit of pressure, but still going strong here. 20 seconds left. Down 1. ACU White does need a goal, and it could come right here. There it is. What a shot.
Oh, my. And with 16 seconds left, the clutch man himself, Claude, tries to take it up on his own, and he beats Frosty. Frosty doing all he could do, but Claude is right there.
Yeah, no, that was good speed from Claude. Good placement. Just beats that last guy. And all he had to do was sneak it under the bar, and he did just that.
And Houston trying to get one touchdown, but doesn't quite get it.
Chance to win it?
Oh,
there it is!
It goes in! Oh, what a redirect from J1 Angel 3. You know, I mean, obviously this was still going to go in, but as much as this is a great shot, I mean, you got to think about this UTD defense just not being in position. You're going to see one of them actually go into the front post, and when someone sees that, well, you're going to throw the game like that.
Yeah, that was a good play, good positioning from ACU White, and good comeback as well. Down 2-1 with 20 seconds left. You find the tying goal. That's the major one.
Yeah.
And then winning it in regulation.
Exactly.
That's beautiful comeback there from ACU White, and that's definitely going to propel them into the next one.
Exactly. I mean, now they know, like, it doesn't matter how down they are. They can come back and really change the pace of the game. I mean, it only took 16 seconds for them to go from tied to winning. And even before that, I think, like, at 30 seconds, they were losing. And so not only did they avoid overtime, which is a whole nother stress in itself, they took it a step farther and won the game.
Yeah. So best of 5.
Best of 5.
ACU White up 2-0.
Yeah.
So one more win for ACU White. They'll take this series against UTD. Start off undefeated in the first week of their Challenger division in the NACE Star League. It's looking all right.
It is looking great. I mean,
UTD was dangerous, though.
yes.
They are looking dangerous, but ACU White pulls it off.
I mean, for the majority of the game, you have to think that UTD was actually looking like the better team.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the end that really matters in these games. Can you close it out? And we'll see if they can do it now. Reverse sweep is the only option now for UT Dallas. And on the other side, we got a sweep possibly incoming.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to this game. Whether it's a reverse sweep or a sweep, Alcyon with a good touch there, good follow-up to stop the shot.
Yeah, we're going to get a good little hit from J1 Angel. And unfortunately, a miss from Claude. Yeah. It's going to be a feels backflip, man. But, you know, maybe it's a little bit of the nerves. Because I know when you're winning, it also can be a little bit nervous to actually finish all of these games. Good for UT Dallas, though, to actually be in position to get that rebound. Because that's not always the easiest thing to read.
No, yeah, that's a tough rebound off the post. Should have been cleared. Unfortunate backflip there from Claude, but he's going to show us that he's still got some mechanics by clearing it off the backboard for Juan.
We're going to get a good shot opportunity. He doesn't quite make it, but Claude maybe goes for the double tap, but he doesn't quite get it. And, man, the pressure stomping on. Juan still going. Hits off the backboard. Frosty does relieve a little bit, but Alcyon there. Claude staring off his opponent. See where the next touch is going to be. Decides to bail out, which is a good decision. Lets someone else get it. And now he just goes for another touch, but doesn't quite get it. Frosty, where did he come from? He sat on the ball, and he got a little ground pinch, and that was enough to get it past Alcyon.
Yeah, Alcyon not ready for that. A bit slow on the challenge. Went wide. Left too much of the goal open there, and Frosty just touches it home. 2-0. Just under 4 minutes left.
I think we've seen this scoreline before, and we know how that turned out. So maybe, possibly, we'll get something of that sort. But before we get there, Juan hanging it off to the side, trying to get it past mid, and he does get it. Oh, and it goes off the backboard. Claude maybe taking a shot, but that also goes over. Now Juan hits it back into the mid, and it's
that's
on
it.
target. Shoot. I mean, shoot, how did this go in?
Let me watch and find out. We got the touch here from Como Masta, and there it is.
Yeah, the own goal.
Just a bit of an own goal right there. Good pressure, though, by Juan to get that touch, set him up for the own goal. But 2-1, same scoreline yet again. More time this time in this game. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in Game 3 of a best-of-5 series. ACU up 2-0 in the series.
You're going to see Claude here trying to get a clear, and it does get into the midfield. We see an early jump from Juan, and it almost actually worked out. Alcyon, the one that actually hit it, and blue team getting a good clear. Claude missing the touch. You could see what he wanted to do there. He wanted to get it over, and so he could keep control, but doesn't quite get the mechanic to do it. Shoot, a bump, and now they're back on offense, but it looks like Frosty's going to get a clear here. Not the best of clears, though, so there's possibility for Claude to come back in. Tries to get past Alcyon, but Alcyon backflips on accident. He takes a shot, though, but it comes back out into the orange field. And Juan having to take control. Not the best touch. Gets it mid, but Claude's there to stop it. Back into the mid. Alcyon hits it back over to the blue field, but they're just going to hit it right back at them like a ping pong. They get it back to the corner. Goes mid, and a good shot from Komasta.
Good pass there from Houston. Just takes it into the corner, just off the corner, and then Komasta there to just slot it home the near post. J1 Angel just a little too slow to get there. It's going to make it 3-1 for UTD. ACU with a bigger mountain to climb now.
Okay, so UT Dallas, you know, they knew about last game, and they decided, okay, we got to change things up a little bit. So they do get that second goal in, but let's see what ACU has to offer. They do got to go pinch, and that leads to a clear up into the blue corner. Gets a pass mid. Is anyone up? There is! Oh, and it gets blocked, but another shot coming in.
Good
And
shot.
Claude puts it in.
What a shot there from Claude. What a touch there from J1 Angel. Just to put it down, force UTD to throw it away, and just no one back for that shot from Claude. Top corner. Beautiful placement. 2 minutes left to play. Down 1.
I got to say that I think my MVP for this game has to be Claude. I mean, he's just always been there to either deny the clear or, in this case, to put in the shot. And if ACU wins this game, I mean...
Oh, what a play there.
My, that was so nasty.
Claude putting it off the corner after his clear. This was all Claude onto the corner. Frosty backwards in goal. J1 Angel there with a snipe of a shot into the top left corner.
And if
Really
you're that
loving the
last,
top left.
yeah, if you're that guy on defense, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're looking into your own net, and so you don't really have a good line to approach the ball before it gets to J1 Angel 3.
Yeah, he just got to rotate back post on that one. He rotated straight into the goal, and that's almost always going to result in an awkward stance for you.
Exactly. We got a tied scoreline now with 1:40 left to go, and you gotta wonder, will it happen again?
Could it happen? Minute 30, tied up.
Juan has the ability to get a power shot, but hits it into the other team, most likely on accident. Juan gets challenged, and it goes back to mid. Frosty there with a lot of time to go. Gets challenged, but he does get it over the challenger, and Kamasa there. Claude with the save, and he goes back up.
What a follow as well. Claude just showing off his speed a little bit right there.
Oh, and Juan almost gets it into the corner, but Claude's there, and it gets blocked. Alcyon chooses the challenge as well, but Juan trying to clear it, puts it into his own net.
That's just an unfortunate touch there. There's nothing much more you can say about that.
Yeah,
really needs to get that off to the right. Puts a little too far to the left, and it just finds the bottom corner.
Oh, that's just real unfortunate, but hopefully he's not phased by that. I mean, they are up 2, so I doubt, it's really in his mind. And look at him, trying to get a double touch. He does get it. He just can't make the touch, and Juan just scored.
That was one with the touch off the ceiling, and then slows it down, gets it by Como Mazda, and
I think there was a little bit of bump.
Was there a bump? Did Alcyon get Frosty?
I think it was actually Juan who got Houston.
Oh, really?
I think.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. That was just a Juan taking out the whole team, saying, "Let's tie this up real quick. We got 40 seconds left."
Now he's even. He put in the goal for their team, but he also put in the equalizer. So.
And that's what you want as a player who's scored an own goal. You want to be able to score that and take that back.
Yeah.
Reset the game and get it back to where it was.
We got Alcyon able to take control, but UTD takes it off to the side. Going for a solo pit. It doesn't really have any boost to work with. It does get a good boost steal, though. And Juan trying to get the clear, but comes back off the backboard. This is dangerous for ACU. A bump comes in. This is a perfect time to capitalize on all this danger, but they're all pushed up so far. And ACU. One last chance. Can they make it happen? Double touch coming in. Oh, and it gets blocked, and we're going to OT.
That was an insane angle if it had gone in, but we'll never know if it was or not.
Oh, you hate to see it, but we do got OT to go, and you got what looks to be an open net. Not a lot of time, but he doesn't take a great shot. I feel like that's the story for UTD right now.
Yeah.
They're just not capitalizing on this. They're doing so well until the very end.
Yeah, UTD, I don't know what's really happening, but they do seem to – they start off well. They start off with a 2-0 lead, and then ACU just claws their way back into it. And, I mean, we'll have to see how this one ends up, but so far ACU's had the upper hand every game.
This is sweep territory right here as we see Claude getting a clear, and a blue player does die. See if anything capitalizes off of it. We got Alcyon? No, we got Juan challenging. Frosty there to defend. Back into the corner. A miss from the blue team, but J1 Angel does get demoed. Houston has control. Hits it into the mid for his teammate, but his teammate has no boost. Alcyon gets a pop into the middle. Gets another pop.
Triple commit.
Houston has a pass. Oh, but he doesn't quite get it. Komasta, another pass into the mid. And there is someone there, but it goes high. And J1 Angel hits it up, but that's not good enough right now. Claude gets it back out, and this is dangerous. They're all in shambles.
Oh, what a shot there from Houston, top left. ACU just panicking a little bit, not able to get a touch off to the side. They keep on putting the ball back to the middle, and eventually you're going to run out of chances. UTD taking game 3, making the series 2-1. And what do you have to do if you're ACU? You're up still. You were on match point. You lose in overtime. How do you come back into this next game?
I think if you're ACU, you're not worried at all. I mean, the fact that you were even in that game just says a lot about your character. You're up 2-1 in the series. You're on game point still. I think if you're ACU White, you just move on to the next game, and you just play one game at a time, and I think that's going to be the best approach.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll be getting into game 4 here soon. 2-1 is the series to ACU. Best of 5. Here we go, game 4.
All right, so no more sweeps unless we get the reverse, but who knows, who knows. Alcyon hits it mid. Claude is there, tries to get the little doink, but that doesn't quite come in there. Juan gets called off. Claude hits it back into the mid. Tries to get another touch, and he does. And it's a wide open shot, and it just goes in. I mean, what was UTD doing?
Yeah, that's a misplay from UTD. Just Claude, dangerous touch to the middle, but Frosty, a soft touch. Houston wasn't ready for it. A little bit of miscommunication, and Claude just takes that all the way home.
I mean, there was just no third. I mean, they were all just so pushed up, not only like up far, but like all even in the same quadrant of the field. We got Kamasa. Nice little touch, but of course we have someone on the backboard. A little bit of a whiff, but Alcyon there to recover it.
Good bench.
Going back into the mid, but there's no one going to be there, so Houston has time, but he finds Alcyon, and it's just not, the clears aren't there, and ACU almost capitalizing on it. You see the patience there from Claude letting Quan go. Oh, and it's back into the mid. Houston popping it back out. Claude doesn't quite get the hit he needs, but it does go over to Alcyon, and Alcyon keeping up the pressure. Juan already up in the air. Gets a pass into the mid, but Claude decided it was just a better shot if he didn't go at all.
Yeah, that's smart there from Claude. You got a 1-goal lead. There's no need to score again, especially as a third man. It's a bit of a dangerous chance to go on, so good decision making there.
Yeah, you love to see it. Alcyon actually getting the opportunity to put a shot in, but he doesn't quite get it. Juan puts it in!
Wow!
And this bounced off of a blue player, but like, what are you supposed to do? You already think that first one's going in, and so when Juan comes at you with this second shot, I mean, you're just not right.
Yeah, Houston just putting that a little too far forward, giving J1 Angel the chance to get that shot off, and J1 Angel takes it, puts it in.
Yeah, and you'll love to see it. Alcyon coming up the wall, maybe trying to show us a little bit of his mechanics. We got Frosty coming in and get some nice little bump up over, and Kamasa there to try to take control, but he has no boost, the Deuce. You know, I want to go back and see what the boost amounts are looking like for this UT Dallas team, because it seems like every time we go over, there's just not that much boost.
Yeah, every time we switch to a Abilene Christian player, it seems like they've got anywhere upwards of 40 boosts. So they've been having some decent boost management. I think a lot of the struggles they've had during this series, which obviously right now,
not
too many struggles.
Oh my! You know, the vision here is actually what's impressive to me. I mean, yeah, the shot was there, and the positioning was great, but the vision to not actually go for the shot, but to actually take the easier approach and hit it to your teammate that's just right in front of the goal. Yeah,
that was a beautiful team play. That's what ACU needed to do all series, and they're finally clicking now. You can tell 3-0, less than 3 minutes left, and here's another chance right here. It's going to go wide, though.
And with it being 3-0, I mean, if you're UT Dallas, you have to start pushing up now. You have to make these mid-game adjustments. And let's just see how they do. Claude puts it up into the wall, but doesn't quite get it as much as he wanted to. Juan trying to take control, but Kamasa says otherwise. I think Kamasa tries to get a 50. There is someone back for UTD. And he tries to get a backboard touch. Let's see if Juan doesn't quite get the hit, but Claude is there to save him. Juan hitting it over to Claude. Claude taking control on the 1v1, and there's a bump coming in. Oh, but he gets bumped himself. And that's so unfortunate. for ACU White.
Yeah, that was a good heads-up play from Houston there to get that bump. He saw the bump coming in from ACU.
Oh, he splits the defenders, and it goes to Claude. You know, there's no nutmegs in Rocket League, but let me tell you, this is the closest thing we have.
It's definitely the closest thing you'll get to a nutmeg right there.
Oh, my. And the positioning from Claude as well.
Oh, positioning from Claude, the roll off the corner just had UTD leaving them clueless.
Exactly. I do want to talk about this man that has the ball right now, actually trying to get a dribble, gets it past one, doesn't get past the other, but, you know, you have to talk, you know, the leadership. He is the captain of the team.
Jalen Angel, yes.
Jalen Angel. So, like, when they lose this game, what do you... Oh, what
a beautiful drift turn.
If he
right
had a
there
little bit
from
more
Claude.
boost, he would be able to do more. No, but, like, what do you think Juan was saying during the loss? What do you think was happening there?
Oh, I know one. He was definitely saying, "Don't worry, guys, we got this. We'll get them next game." And they're coming out and they're getting them next game. 4-0 right now. 1 minute 20 left.
It's just it's not even looking close.
Everything's going right now for ACU White. Looks like I don't want to jinx anything, but minute 10, looking like they're going to start off undefeated, taking the game off of UTD.
Exactly. Got a pass up from Claude over to Juan, but he doesn't quite get it. Gets beat to the ball. Alcyon takes a shot, but it doesn't have any power to it. Claude gets beat. Juan does get controlled back into the corner. And he gets a big shot into the mid. Tries to 50 it, but doesn't quite get it. Take a shot again, though. Goes for the redirect. Oh. And that could have been nasty.
That would have been great from ACU White there. And as you can tell right now, they're getting the team plays in.
They are.
We didn't see a whole lot of this in the first 3 games, but game 4, it's coming in.
My, and the pinch almost just comes into the blue net. And, you know, that would have been real unfortunate. And for UTD, they have to score now. I mean, it's almost becoming impossible for them to actually win this game.
Yeah, 14 seconds. ACU White's just going to hang back, waste time, clear it down. They're not worried about scoring.
Yeah, that clear pretty much did. It is impossible now for UTD to come back. And so now you're going to see that your ACU Wildcats win 3-1 against UTD JV3.
Yeah, great series there from ACU White, honestly.
Yeah.
Bit of a rough start. Still won the games, and then just showed us what they really had in that game 4.
And, you know, speaking of that game 4, I do want to talk. I mean, you see that there were so many passing plays, so many team plays coming in that 4th game. And notice how much they won by. It didn't even look close.
No.
It was like 4-0, 5-0, something around
4-0, yeah.
And just total domination.
Yeah, if you joined us for that game, the series was a lot closer than it looked that game. That game was just ACU White clicking together and just using each other to score. And it was that was textbook plays there. They cleaned up the defense. They locked down the offense and took the dub.
Yeah, I mean, and you just want to talk about the games in the summary. I mean, that first game, pretty much in control, ACU White, but also both teams were just kind of playing ping pong. You know, they were just trying to feel it out. Game 2 and 3, ACU kind of struggled in the beginning.
Yeah, they started off on the weak foot, but eventually found their footing, found their balance. They got it back, took back the win in game 2. Game 3, of course, lost in overtime, unfortunately, but
what a game!
It was great. It was a great series there. Next, we've got ACU Purple.
We do.
They're taking on SMU. You'll see this man on the field. Hopefully, a similar outcome.
It'll be at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Central Time for anyone who's interested in watching. But I think for now we're going to be taking a small little break. And
all right, we're going to go off for a little bit. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes for the ACU Purple game.
Hope to see you all there.
Join us there.